Hey guys.
Alright, folks, we're here today to check out a band that reached out through Patreon. The name of the band is Leverage. The name of the song is All Seeing Eye, as you guys will be able to tell by the thumbnail. Not yet, once I press play. And yeah, it's a visualizer video, one of those that we love. So, what? You got something to say before I press play?
I was gonna say something about visualizers, but never mind.
No, let's just click and see what the song is about, and then offer our critique.
Yeah.
You know? Alright, let's do it.
Take me home. Oh, can I ever save my soul? Save my soul.
Interesting song, man. I love this melody. Almost a little bit of a country vibe. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying during the song, I'm saying now. Now, like
No, but it fades from like a folky vibe to a country
vibe. Yeah.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like I'm wanted, wanted,
Dead or alive. But his voice, first of all, let me say, great voice.
Great voice.
But it's the kind of voice. If he sang like a country song, it would have totally worked too. He has a really good voice that is moldable to like different styles and different sounds. Like, anyways, what do you gotta say? Because you were a little apprehensive before we even started recording the
because,
video.
dude, videos of bands that we're not familiar with, and especially if we're gonna dive into a song and it's gonna be like 7 minutes long, it better be good because
It's a long journey.
it's a long journey. 7 minutes could feel like 14. It could double in time.
Could feel like it
what's-
could feel like 30.
It could feel like forever, and
Yeah.
sometimes we've had those.
We had 3-minute songs that sounded like they were forever.
Sometimes I'm like, stop. Where are we? What, 7 minutes in? And I look, it's only 30 seconds. Fuck. Like, we've had
Yeah.
those.
All right.
But on with this. And although at the start of the song, when the chorus, like the chorus came twice, right? I'm like, damn, we have this, and I feel like
We're running out of things to do.
we're running. Yeah. And I was scared. I'm like, fuck, is the rest of the song gonna be like kind of like this?
10 choruses?
It'd be very repetitive.
Yeah, it would be very repetitive.
But no, it splits off into that bridge and then hits you with the solos.
3 solos: guitar
Dude.
solo, violin solo, and then back to a guitar solo. That then leads back into the song.
I like this. Was it? Yeah, because it was the guitar solo and then violin and then
Yeah.
guitar. The first guitar.
The last guitar solo was really short because that's what led back into the song.
Yes, because it was the first guitar solo. That because you were coming from the bridge and then it hits you with the guitar solo, and the solo changes up the song completely. Because the song has this slower, folky
Yeah,
vibe.
there's not a very smooth transition.
It's not
there.
a smooth transition, but
There's also not a smooth transition from solo to solo to solo.
yes. It's not smooth, but it hits you, and when it hits you, you're like, fuck the like. It went from
The quality of the solo kind of minimizes the fact that it's not
that
smooth.
it's not smooth exactly because the solo itself fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, but it was like we were going from here in speed, and then we went to here. Like, how did we get? Like, how the fuck did we get here? You don't go from 0 to 100 in minus 2 seconds. You have to go through the motions.
They basically did that solo section as if there were 3 guitarists technically, because if you look at like more traditional bands or throwback bands, the way bands that used to have 2 guitar players, a lead and a rhythm guitarist, the way they used to do 2 solos on tracks was very common back in the day. That was not necessarily a good sequence from one to the other. It was just 2 solos like back to back. But because we're talking about different instruments here, and we're talking about going from a song that has a very, very specific melody and vibe and tempo to solos that then become very explosive within the track, I think they could have minimized the switch, for lack of a better term. They could have minimized that gap there if you have a solo and you bring the violin while the guitar solo is going on underneath it, and then as the guitar disappears,
I was thinking the exact same thing.
as the guitar dies out, then the violin takes lead, and then you do
end
the
off
same thing for the
guitar-
next
You
one.
end off the guitar solo as like a duet between the guitar and the violin, doing the same.
And then one
solo.
drops and then one
and
stays.
then one drops and one does its solo.
Does it solo, and then you do the same
guitar.
thing for the third guitar, and then you lead it back into the track. I think that would have made that section even better, because right now that the song is so smooth, but when you get into that part, it's very bumpy. It's bumpy
Yeah.
how you get into the first solo. It's bumpy how you get into the second solo. It's bumpy how you get into the third solo. It's not bumpy off of the third solo. The way it moves from the third solo back into the song, that is smooth as silk. So for a song that's so smooth all around, to have those bumps there feels a little bit weird or strange. And I think they could have smoothed that out if they had done what I'm just saying to you. Like have one underneath the other, and then as one fades, one begins, and that kind of stuff. I think that would have made the song feel more, not linear, but more consistent all the way through. That's my only pet peeve. In all honesty, that's it. That's it. Because I thought the vocals were phenomenal. Like, really good vocalist. Great voice, great vocals. I love that main melody. First, you get it with the chunkier guitar. Because it has a folkiness to it, which then matches really well with the violins and everything else. And it becomes even more folky at the end. But then it moves into a country vibe.
It really does sound like the fucking morning.
Dude, it sounds like something that could be on the soundtrack from, like, Yellowstone or something.
Yeah, but with like a acoustic.
Yeah. It moves from folkiness to just like country, which is fine. Like, it works really well. And his voice, like I said, I think if this dude was to do like a country song, he totally delivered. He has such a great warmth to his voice, to his vocals. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to lie. When I pressed play before the vocals came in, I thought it was going to be a female singer.
Same.
Just because the thumbnail.
Yeah. But she has the bow. It'd be really hard to sing and do that.
She could still sing.
But I mean, at the same time, no.
There was some portions of this song that a female vocalist adding like a second layer to the vocals would have like really like put a nice touch on the song as well. I mean, but this is me just now like really nitpicking and just breaking the song apart. Like, if I was a producer for the band and I'm sitting down in the studio with them and I hear this version of the song, I'm fixing those transitions and I'm adding just a very minute amount of female vocals in some parts just to add a little bit more depth to the overall vocal performance, because the song musically has so much depth to it. So, but this is me putting my, you know, those that can do teach, those that can do or teach critique. So I'm in that category. I can do or teach, so I just fucking critique it.
Yeah.
But you know what? But my ego is at an all-time high.
Real.
For those of you that don't know, I went to see Delane on the tour that they're currently with Xandria and Edge of Paradise. Fucking 3 great bands together. So I went to see the show, and Martin, the keyboardist from Delane, he actually took time out of his time. He found out that I was there. So he's like, take me to Pedro. So the tour manager is a friend of mine, so she brought him to say hi to me. Because he wanted to say hi to me, to say like how much he appreciates the channel and the critique. And he's like throwing some ideas of things that he's thinking, I can't divulge, but things that he's thinking of doing. And he's like, what do you think? Do you approve it? And I'm like, fuck, who am I to approve it or disapprove it? It's like, no, you're really good. You have a really good ear. I trust your judgment. And I'm like, wow, that means the world. Coming from somebody like that totally means the world to me. But that's always super cool to hear that bands appreciate. And he goes, when you guys critique songs, you're more right than wrong. Like, the amount of times that you guys are off is very little compared to the amount of times that you guys are right. And he's not the only one. There's going to be an interview on the channel with Wednesday 13 because I completely ripped their last album to shreds. And in the interview, he admits that everything that I said bad about the record, I was right.
Dang.
So in 1 week, my ego, like,
went up like 2 levels.
Cannot fit in this. Never mind people saying that we're too fat that we can't fit on the camera. My ego cannot fit on the camera lenses. Like, we need a wider lens.
True.
Having said that, I lost weight.
That's also part of your ego. So definitely.
And people are noticing.
Yeah, me too. You're more of a douche lately. I miss you when you were fat. Fuck, you can't lose weight without being a douche.
It comes with the territory,
No,
dude.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I don't know how I'm becoming a douche.
You're such a douche.
I'm not. I detect some jealousy.
No,
that's...
there's zero jealousy. And that's part of the douche. There's zero jealousy. It's like, he'll come home and he'll tell me for 30. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. And he'll just go on and on and on.
Lat pull downs give you wings.
I don't care.
That's all I gotta say.
Red Bull
Anyhow,
gives you wings.
What? Anything you want to say?
We're
to finish
done.
Up? Was good.
It was good. It was good.
See, you were all concerned and worried and preoccupied. And...
Dude, whenever it's a band that you don't know and it's a long song,
yeah, I agree.
There's
with you.
always risks.
But this was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a good one. All right, guys, let us know in the comment section what you guys think about Leverage, about the song, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.